Taekwondo just changed again. But the biggest mistake that athletes make are just learning the new rules instead of understanding how those rules change the way we fight. Because every rule change creates new rule problems, and whoever adapts the fastest are usually the ones who find the advantage. So today, I want to talk about what changed, but more importantly, how we can actually train for it. One of the changes is the point gap. Before, the round could finish with a 12-point difference. Now it changes to 15 points. This means you have more time to come back into the fight, but it also means that you have to maintain your focus for longer. And this is something a lot of athletes don't train enough. How do you act when you're winning by a lot? Do you stay disciplined or do you start relaxing? And how do you respond to when you're losing? Do you keep looking for solutions or do you mentally leave the fight? So how can we train for this? Training shouldn't always start 0-0. Start losing 10-0. Start winning with a big advantage and fight with limited time. Because in competition, you're not only training techniques, you're training your ability to make decisions while your body is tired and your mind is under pressure. Sports science shows us that fatigue and stress affect how fast we process information and make decisions. And when your brain is under pressure, you usually don't rise to some new level. You fall back to the habits that you have repeated the most. And that's why the situations that you create in training matter. The next change is the last 10 seconds. Now, a gamjan in the last 10 seconds gives your opponent 2 points. And those final seconds are a completely different fight. It's easy to know what to do while you're watching from the outside, but when you're inside the ring, your heart rate is high, your legs are tired, and the score is really close. And one mistake can change everything. It feels different. So you have to practice those moments. Winning by 1 point with 10 seconds left. Losing by 1 point with 10 seconds left. Someone putting pressure on you. You having to chase the point. Can you control the distance without running away? Can you defend without grabbing? Can you stay calm enough while making the right decision? Because pressure exposes your training. Now, the third change is stepping outside the area. In sports science, we talk about proprioception, your ability to understand where your body is in space. At a high level, you should know where you are on the mat, almost with your eyes closed. You shouldn't have to look down to know you're close to the line. Your body should already understand the space, but you have to train that. Start rounds near the boundary. Let somebody pressure you. Put yourself in those uncomfortable situations. Learn how to create angles. Learn when to hold your position. And learn how to regain the center. Because sometimes stepping out isn't about a footwork problem. It's about a pressure problem. It's a pressure problem. It's a decision-making problem. It's not recognizing the situation early enough. The best athletes are not waiting until they're already outside of the ring to react. They understand what is happening before they get there. Rules will always keep changing, and that's part of sports. But the athletes that stay ahead are the ones who learn, adapt, and they keep evolving. So how can I start training for these things? Train different scoring situations. Don't always start every round 0-0. So competition is constantly changing, and your mind has to learn how to adapt. So start losing by 10 points and learn how to stay calm and find solutions. Start rounds by winning by a lot and practice staying disciplined instead of relaxed. Give yourself less time. Change the score. Create pressure. Because the more situations that your brain experiences in training, the better it can respond in competition. Number 2, train the last 10 seconds. Don't just finish a round and walk away. Those last seconds can decide everything. Create scenarios. 10 seconds left. I'm winning by 1 or I'm losing by 1. You have a gamjan. Your opponent is chasing you. Now you have to make decisions while your body is tired. Can you control distance? Can you attack without rushing? Can you defend without giving away a gamjan? Train the moment before it happens. Number 3, train your ring awareness. Don't only practice footwork in the mat. Put yourself close to the line. Have your partner pressure you in positions that you don't like. Learn how to escape with angles instead of always going backwards. Practice knowing where you are without looking, because the goal is not just to avoid stepping out. The goal is to understand why you're getting pushed there. The best athletes don't react when they're already in trouble. They recognize the situation before it even happens. So, Practice different scenarios. Winning by 10 points, 30 seconds left. And this is for this as well. Stepping outside of the ring. What can I do here? I'm gonna learn. A lot of people think that proprioception is just standing on a balance board, but it's much more than that. Proprioception is your body's ability to understand where it is in space. And in Taekwondo, this is extremely important because with the new rule change, stepping outside can give you a ganjan. But the goal shouldn't just be, how do I avoid stepping out? The question is, how can I train my body to understand where I am before I get there? So one way to train this is take away information that your body normally depends on. So example, take away your vision. Close your eyes and practice simple movements. Your stance, your footwork, your pivots, your angles, and then open your eyes and see if you actually ended up where you thought you were. Because your brain is constantly creating a map of your body and the space around you. Another way is training uncomfortable situations. Start rounds close to the line. Let your partner put pressure on you, because if everybody pressures you and your only answer is moving backwards, eventually you run out of space. So train your body to find solutions, create an angle, pivot, control the distance, and recover the center. Because in competition, everything is changing. Your opponent is moving, you're tired, your heart rate is high, and you still need to know exactly where your body is. That's why proprioception isn't just balance, it's awareness. And the best athletes don't wait until they're already outside the ring to react. They feel the situation before it even happens. Every time the rules change, the sport is telling us something. It's understanding how those changes affect the decisions, the rhythms, and the situations that happen inside a fight. Because the best athletes are not just reacting to the sport, they're studying where the sport is going. Technique will always matter. Physical preparation will always matter. But at the highest level, the difference comes from how fast you can process information, adapt your strategies, and make the right decision under pressure. So don't just train the movements, train the situations, train the awareness, train the ability to solve problems. Because Taekwondo will continue evolving, and the athletes who understand the game at a deeper level are usually the ones who stay ahead. I just wanted to come on here quickly and say, don't forget that I'm also offering school courses. I have different modules. I have different things that I talk about, the pre-competition mind. I also talk about the internal game. I have a couple of really, really good courses that if you're looking to perfect and to get better in your Taekwondo Olympic style fighting, you could just go there and see all of that. Also, remember, I have my website up. Feel free to visit it. It's in my bio. And if you like this type of content, leave a comment below, show some support. And remember, you could always send me a message if you're looking for any answers or support. Please feel free to send me a message on the internet. Also, remember that the community that I have on school is a very positive, supportive community, and we're going to be on there showing our insights, advice, and just being overall a good community to be a part of. So, like I said, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. I really hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have an amazing day. And remember, this is the internal method.